up on Seminole Sports Magazine. National Signing Day is one of the most anticipated days of the year for Seminole football fans. We'll take an inside look at this year's recruiting class and go behind the scenes in the FSU War Room with head coach Jimbo Fisher. Then we highlight two Seminoles who walked onto the men's basketball team and have made an immediate impact on the program. And we'll go on a JUCO journey with 7 members of the FSU baseball team. These stories and more on Seminole Sports Magazine, presented by AT&T. Hello everyone, I'm Rob Wilson. Jimbo Fisher's job as the head coach of the Florida State football team is never over. When he isn't coaching the Noles, he's recruiting some of the best athletes in the country. Sean Davison takes us behind the scenes on the most recent sensational signing day.
It is considered to be the unofficial start of the new season, highly anticipated by fans and athletes. It can provide a team with championship-winning talent. It's National Signing Day.
Where are you playing?
And with the simple signature at the bottom of a letter, lives and teams are changed forever. Ask any high school football player what they want to do in the future. Many will tell you they dream of playing at the college level. The dream drives them to put forth their best effort on every throw, every run, and every tackle. Junior safety Carlos Williams is living the dream. His late interception against Georgia Tech in the ACC championship game secured the title for Florida State. Before he became a star in Tallahassee, he was a standout safety at Ridge Community High School. He says the opportunity to play at Florida State is a dream come true.
Since I was a little kid and I knew what the Florida State Seminoles were, I've always dreamed of playing college football somewhere, somehow, some way, and I'm just happy my dreams came true. I'm here now going into my 3rd year, and I'm just happy to be a Seminole now and happy I'm living out my dream.
Like Carlos, Telvin Smith has established himself as a force to be reckoned with. In his time at FSU, he has made 118 tackles. Even though the 2013 season will be Smith's last, he still remembers his first visit.
But when I came into the stadium, it was, that was the first game. It was a night game, big game. This crowd was rocking. I said, oh man, I love it. And then when I actually walked onto the field, something just touched me. I don't know what it was. Some said, this your home.
Florida State is basking in the glory of winning its first BCS Bowl since the 1999 season. But the Noles can't stay on top without recruiting more top-flight athletes at each position. It's a fact Jimbo Fisher knows all too well.
Once again, I think it was a great day. I thought we met a lot of needs in what we did, and very proud of our class. And like I said, we hit a little bit of every position throughout the whole class, and met a lot of needs.
Florida State's 2013 recruiting class consists of 22 athletes and has been ranked as the 9th best class in the country. They will all have the opportunity to showcase their talents right here in Doak Campbell Stadium in the months and years to come.
We came in with the best decision for me and our family and everybody around me, to attend a Florida State University.
It's cause for plenty of celebration. When the last letter of intent was faxed into the FSU recruiting office, the party started. The Tallahassee Antique Car Museum hosted the signing day celebration. Hundreds of Seminole supporters attended, eager to applaud the new players and hear from new coaches. 2 of those players are 5-star signees. Matthew Thomas turned heads as an outside linebacker at his high school in Miami. Jalen Ramsey, a cornerback from Tennessee, flipped his commitment to USC to sign with the Noles. As the celebration ended, Coach Fisher took a moment to look ahead to the future.
We'll have great teams, we'll have exciting players, we'll have guys who represent this university the right way as great young men, great students, and as great players, because it is a truly great university.
All hope Florida State can ride the momentum of a sensational signing day and a BCS victory into the 2013 season. I'm Sean Davison for Seminole Sports Magazine.
The Seminoles will debut their 2013 team at the spring game April 13th at 2 p.m., which is free to the public. When we come back, we'll profile 2 Seminoles who walked onto the men's basketball team, and we'll catch up with one of the fastest men in the world.
Seminole Sports Magazine is presented by AT&T, the nation's largest 4G network. AT&T, rethink possible. By Coke Zero, football-related chest bumps, high fives, and trash talk brought to you by Coke Zero. Enjoy everything.
Welcome back to Seminole Sports Magazine presented by AT&T. It's time to review scores and highlights from recent FSU athletic events. Here's Chelsea Rife to catch you up with all the latest in Seminole athletics.
Hey there, Seminole fans. I'm Chelsea Rife here with your Seminole Update. The baseball team has entered this season swinging. After crushing Rhode Island during their home opener, the Noles haven't lost a game since. They clubbed USF 5-2 with Scott Seitz and Peter Miller leading the squad. Seitz had 8 shutout innings in Game 1, and Miller followed suit in Game 2 with 6 shutout innings to earn his first victory of the season. The undefeated Noles are now ranked number 9 in the country and will return to the Diamond on Friday, March 1st. The women's swimming and diving team has made a big splash in the ACC tournament pool. The number 22 ranked Seminoles added 4 school records and crowned 2 individuals during the ACC championship meet, and that was only day 2. Overall, they placed 4th, while junior Tiffany Oliver finished the meet with 2 gold medals. The team had 5 members earn all ACC honors who placed in the top 3 of all their individual events. The FSU track team turned heads at the ACC Indoor Track and Field Championship. The men and women combined for 3 wins, including a championship meet record for senior Amanda Winslow. Sophomore Stephen Newbold and junior Philip Young were named the MVPs of the track and field events, respectively. 8 men and 4 women clinched all ACC honors. Overall, both teams ended the conference with runner-up finishes. They hope to make a deep run in the NCAA tournament on March 8th. That wraps up another week of Seminoles conquering the competition. I'm Chelsea Rife, and that was your Seminole Update.
Our next story features 2 unsung players on the basketball team. Joy Moreau and Rafael Portiondo help prepare the starters for their opponents and cheer on their teammates during the game. They both rarely see playing time, but neither one has any regrets. Leonard J. takes a closer look at these 2 walk-ons and their impact on the team.
As senior guard Michael Snare knocked down buzzer beater after buzzer beater, there are 2 Noles in particular cheering him on from the sidelines. Senior guards Joey Morrow and Rafael Portuando are players who passed up stardom at a small school for a piece of the glory and risked it all to walk on at FSU.
When I was at my first high school, I played varsity, but the coach bumped me down to JV when I was a sophomore. And he was like, you should go down to JV. And I was like, okay, whatever. So I played AAU and I was doing really good. And I was like, I'm too good to not be playing. So then I transferred schools and I was doing really good. And everyone in my town was like, oh, you're still garbage, you're not good. So I just decided, why not go big so I can just shove it in everyone's face and prove that I can make it.
I was on cloud 9 because I remember a night during the summer and my junior college coach gave me a call because he was going through the process with Coach Ham and Coach Jones. He had let me know, it's official, I'll be coming to Florida State.
Both guys have spent years helping to prepare their team for victory. The walk-ons work hard in practice to make the starters better.
By pushing myself, I'm also pushing everyone else because everyone sees me and wow, he doesn't really play a lot, but he's going all out. I gotta step it up a little bit, and it forces their game to elevate and gets them better as well.
I'm a rah-rah guy. I try to get through to them. I try to get through to the young guys. You can ask Monte and Devin about how many times I've tried to help them out, and I'm very stubborn. So I get on them a lot, but at the end of the day, they know I'm just trying to help them out.
These 2 seniors reached what some might see as the peak of their college careers in 2012 when FSU won the ACC championship for the first time in school history. And even though they weren't on the court when the buzzer sounded, they still relished in the success.
It's all worth it when you win an ACC championship. It was amazing. It was one of the greatest feelings I've ever had. knowing that I gave up a lot of time in terms of helping starters and rotation players get a feel for the opponent that we were playing against, and helping them out understand their concepts and their offensive and defensive schemes, and getting them prepared just was a big boost for me and the team.
And the ACC championship was just unreal. Our teams played so good together, and it was just so much fun. Everybody had each other's back, and it was absolutely amazing.
With the help and motivation from family members, Joey and Ralphie continue to go hard in practice. Both say their experience on the team has prepared them for careers after college.
I'm graduating in the spring, and I plan to go back to school to study physical therapy. I'm really interested in that field, and I like helping people out return to their normal activities or back to their sport that they want to play.
I might coach, I'm not sure. I think it would be fun to maybe go into marketing somewhere. I mean, it would be fun to do it here, just because, you know, I have a passion for the program.
By taking a new direction in life, they will be taking on a new challenge. Whichever way they decide to go, that passion will serve the walk-ons well as they finish their senior season and use what they learned on the hardwood to launch careers. I'm Leonard J. for Seminole Sports Magazine.
Joey and Raphael will continue to push their teammates and contribute to the team. When we return to Seminole Sports Magazine, presented by AT&T, we'll profile one of the fastest men in the world, FSU sprinter Dentarius Locke. The 60-meter dash is said to be run in a breath, and that's about how long it took FSU sprinter Dentarius Locke to record the second fastest collegiate time in the country and 6th in the world. However, Locke's personal journey into the record books was much slower and took a lot of patience. Locke had to sit a season on the sidelines, but as Alexis Camarda tells us, he never lost his determination.
He's one of the fastest men in the world. Dentarius Locke recently recorded the 6th fastest time this season for any sprinter on Earth. In Arkansas at the Tyson Invitational, Locke ran 6.56 seconds in the 60-meter dash. In a 20 miles per hour speed limit zone, he'd be breaking the law.
I've actually ran those times now, so it's kind of a shock, but I'm still, it's a blessing. That's the biggest word to me.
And he does all of his training right here at the Mike Long track. Locke spent last season making lap after lap, but when the starter's pistol sounded, he had to watch from the sidelines.
Locke started his college career at the University of Tennessee. He transferred to FSU in 2011 and had to sit out one season. Associate head coach Ken Harnden says Locke had some catching up to do.
There's a lot of stuff we've worked on. You know, obviously each coach has their own way of doing things. Maybe I think we're a little closer to what he was used to in high school.
Last year and the year before, watching other guys run those times and saying like, wow, like it would be amazing to run it.
Locke could hardly stay still. He had a lot of catching up to do, but fortunately for him, he's fast, really fast.
He wants to win. You know, the great part about our team is they all have a single focus, which is to win the NCAA title, to win the conference title. The great thing about track is that while it's individual, the better you do as an individual, the better the team does, and you know that you work into that framework. So he wants the team to do great, and he wants to score as many points as possible, and that's a beautiful thing.
From scoring points to scoring good grades, Dentarius makes sure track doesn't slow down his learning.
You know, being a student athlete and competing, I feel like it's the full definition of a student athlete. You know, you're in class and you're also competing. So I think it's not hard, but it's something that you have to you have to basically be equal with. You have to got to do one and do the other.
Locke's friend and fellow Seminole sprinter Marvin Bracey proves track isn't an individual sport.
I got my first meet out the way. You know, he kind of talked me through it because I was actually pretty nervous, and he just talked me through it, and he was just like, man, it's gonna be all good. We've been working, and we know what each other can do because we push each other to the limit, like out here. And not a lot of people can have somebody to train with that's just like that, like just as fast as them.
Help the team succeed. People say it's an individual sport, but you know, at the end of the day, we all, you know, help each other. You know, like I said, Marvin helped me in practice, and he goes off of me as well. So that definitely proves that, you know, it can help us in the future.
Locke's philosophy is live your life. No matter the competition or hard times, Locke's optimistic attitude helps him get back up. Like when he first discovered his passion for sprinting.
One of my friends, we were just running, I guess, and I never forget I failed and scraped my knee running up and down the sidewalk. So ever since then, that was something that, you know, I really enjoyed doing that.
Dentarius Locke didn't let his time sitting out interfere with his determination, and it shows. He's ranked 6th in the world and ready to move up in the charts. For Seminole Sports Magazine, I'm Alexis Camarda.
When we return to Seminole Sports Magazine presented by AT&T, we'll go on a JUCO journey with 7 players on the FSU baseball team.
Everything.
Seminole Highlights is presented by AT&T. Rethink Possible.
It takes all types of players to build a championship baseball team. Some come right out of high school, step onto the diamond, and are able to help FSU their freshman year. Others take a longer road to Tallahassee. Aaron Lish introduces us to FSU's 7 junior college transfer players and their JUCO journey.
It's not how you start, but how you finish. And FSU's baseball team is used to finishing on top. FSU has a winning tradition which normally ends up at the College World Series in Omaha. Many players start right out of high school and take 4 trips deep into the playoffs. This isn't a story about them. This story is about the players who took the long road to FSU, a road that took them to different junior colleges throughout the country. Pitcher Robbie Coles and catcher Ladson Montgomery were teammates at Chipola Junior College. They helped bring Chipola a state title in 2011. They are now both Seminoles.
When I found out he had a chance to come here, I was excited.
When I went to Chipola, I didn't know anybody. It was kind of just a shot in the dark, and went there and ended up becoming really good friends with Robbie, and it has made the transition here very easy.
The pitch, swing and a miss, and this one is in the books.
Baseball is just kind of a small world, and you constantly play against and with different people, and you see those people all the way until you're done playing.
Robbie and Ladson are just 2 of FSU's 7 JUCO transfers. These players are key to Seminole success. Although these players are new to the team, they bring maturity and experience to the diamond, a willingness to do whatever it takes, and a passion for winning.
A ton of obstacles, just leaving the Division I program and going to junior college is a journey. And to get back to Division I, it's a constant grind, and just gotta fight for it.
Intensity pitch to pitch. There's some talented guys in junior college, but across the board, Division I is obviously a much tougher challenge. It's fun to play in great atmospheres like this one, and it's just being focused and ready to compete at every pitch. It's great.
The atmosphere on the field isn't the only thing attracting the JUCOs to FSU. Off the diamond, the players build bonds with some lighthearted antics.
I recently beat the putting record in the training room. The previous record was held by our trainer Corey at 14, and I have 24 now. And I hope that stands for a while, so I hope Corey sees it.
I mean, I'm quite the golfer, but 24 is a lot of putts, so we'll see as the year goes on if I can do it or not. or give it 100%, then odds are, yes, it'd be pretty good.
No, I don't participate in the putting contest, but I have seen them. They get really into it, and it does beat some of the other hobbies, you know, that they can get injured by. I don't think they get injured in the putting contest.
As that one will be a base hit, as Brett Knief pitch hits for Josh Delp.
From pitcher to catcher and from batter to outfielder, they all agree on one thing. It's great to be a Seminole.
Well, being a Florida kid, you know, everybody wants to go to Florida State, and especially from Jacksonville, and that right there is just the driving force to really want to come here.
I grew up right down the road, so I always watched FSU, so I've always wanted to play here. Whenever Coach called me, it's a no-brainer. I was probably the happiest person on the earth that day.
Plenty of curveballs have been thrown at these players, but they were never alone in the batter's box.
My great-grandmother. She's the one who got me started in baseball. Since I was 1, 2 years old, she was always teaching me how to play. Every game, no matter what, if she was sick or not, she made every game. She'd be very happy since our favorite team was the Seminoles growing up.
We get beat up, you know, more than anyone else, but also I think it's very rewarding when the team does well, you feel very good about yourself. My goal is to get to Omaha and win the last game of the year.
My goal is to be a part of the first team to win a national championship.
I think, you know, with the core of the pitching staff back, you know, and a mix of freshmen and some junior college guys, and you know, the guys that we have returning, yeah, it's a good group. And I've told everybody that, you know, it may be a little bit bumpy early on, but you know, eventually we're going to, you know, figure it out, and they're going to be in the right places, and you know, at the end, I think we'll be right where we want to be.
It's not where you came from, it's where you're going. It's a lesson these players have learned well. They plan on going to Omaha, and despite who they played for last season, this year they plan to win the College World Series for FSU. I'm Erin Lish for Seminole Sports Magazine.
Marcus Davis, Brett Knief, and Casey Smith all helped at the plate on opening day to lead the Seminoles to their first sweep of the season against Rhode Island. The JUCOs will keep swinging for the fences as the Noles continue on the road to Omaha. I'm Rob Wilson, and we'll see you next week on Seminole Sports Magazine, presented by AT&T.